3 publishers releasing games on 5 different platforms, the Naruto market is more than a little crowded. Ubisoft took its first shot at the franchise last year with the Xbox 360 exclusive Rise of a Ninja. The game was well received, but now Ubisoft is jumping on the yearly sequel train with The Broken Bond. Is the world ready for it, or is it a case of too little, too soon? As the title suggests, The Broken Bond covers the second half of the young Naruto storyline, beginning with Orochimaru's attack on Konoha and ending with a climactic showdown between Naruto and Sasuke. The plot will be familiar to fans, but this is clearly the abridged version, with many important moments being awkwardly retold or left out altogether. Additional quest scenarios don't add much, as they dip into groan-worthy moments like Choji's conflict with the potato chip ninjas. Like Rise of a Ninja before it, The Broken Bond places the action of a fighting game in the context of a mission-based adventure. However, while the previous title is very open-ended with numerous missions to choose from, The Broken Bond is much more straightforward, with only one mission available at a time. But there are still extra diversions like minigames and wanted contracts to pursue for cash. You'll visit 2 towns and 6 environments full of traps and obstacles to overcome. Each area is linked by tree-hopping minigames that are fun at first, but get old after a couple dozen trips. Environments are also revisited several times and have alternate paths that can only be reopened with specific characters. Retreading can get a bit repetitive, and the final chase to catch Sasuke literally has you covering the same ground 3 times in a row, with different characters. In addition to the story mode, players can also take on the tournament-style fight mode or duke it out with friends locally or online. There are nearly 30 characters to choose from, including Naruto's allies and Orochimaru's cursed squad, but there are also a few notable omissions like Shino and Hinata. Altogether, there's a fair amount of value with the main quest that takes about 12 to 15 hours to complete, and a competent fighting system to keep players brawling after the story's done. Moving through field areas involves quite a bit of light platforming and exploration. The path is often blocked by ridiculously fast spike blockades, downed bridges, and heavy boulders. Advancing often involves splitting your team to hit multiple switches and making use of each character's special moves. Naruto can pile up shadow clones to build bridges, Neji uses Byakugan to see hidden traps, and Shikamaru can send his shadow under buildings to access hard-to-reach items and switches. Figuring out what to do isn't hard most of the time, with clear markers indicating which ability is needed where, but there isn't a whole lot of creativity in how moves are implemented. Naruto, Sasuke, and Choji all use their specials to smash boulders with different shapes on them, and other characters' abilities share similar effects. The fighting system is simple but enjoyable. Battles rely heavily on memorizing combos and using quick sidesteps or substitution moves, and if you have multiple characters in tow, you can also finish off a combo with a flashy tag team attack. Many combos end with heavy attacks that knock down your opponent, giving you an opportunity to pull off one of your character's special jutsus by holding the left trigger and inputting a series of motions on both control sticks. Each signature move then activates a cinematic minigame, with your performance determining the effectiveness of your attack. It isn't the deepest fighter on the block, but you can't button mash your way over a skilled player either. Rise of a Ninja's cel-shaded graphics engine is back in The Broken Bond, and while it still looks good, the game simply doesn't compare to the clean look of Namco's Ultimate Ninja Storm. The environments don't sport much variety, as every location is centered in the same sunny woodlands, never branching out to the darker evergreen forests, deserts, or caves, also seen in the anime. Direct clips from the show have been dropped in favor of showing in-engine cutscenes, but fans of the original Japanese voices will be pleased to know that the alternate audio track is included on the disc this time, instead of requiring a separate download. Naruto. The Broken Bond isn't a huge advancement for the Naruto franchise, but it does a fair job of matching battles and missions with the proper plot points. The story is somewhat skimmed over, and the adventuring portions can get repetitive and frustrating. The fighting system isn't bad though, and if you're looking to throw down with the Naruto cast online, Broken Bond is certainly your best bet.